The manhunt for a convicted murderer stretches into another day. Hello, welcome to Action News Now on this Thursday afternoon. I'm Josh Croup. The man we're talking about is Bradley Gillespie. We've been showing you his photograph over the course of the last 3 days. Tuesday afternoon was whenever we were first notified that he had escaped from prison along with this guy, James Lee. 46-year-old on the right side of your screen had been convicted of burglary, breaking and entering, and safe cracking. He'd been in prison since 2021. Police say Lee and Gillespie on the left side of your screen, who's 50 years old, a double murder convict, escaped from prison at the Allen Oakwood Correctional Institution. That led authorities here to Henderson, Kentucky, where we're going to take you in just a moment to get you caught up to speed on the very latest information about this. Police said they were involved in a police pursuit with Lee and Gillespie, who were in a stolen car. They crashed that car. Lee and Gillespie both tried to run away. Lee did not successfully evade police. Gillespie did, and so far has, for some 33 hours. Authorities have been on the ground, in the air, and in the water ever since Gillespie and Lee took off and crashed that stolen car. Again, they captured Lee. He is expected to be extradited back to Ohio. Gillespie remains on the run. Police have been going door to door in this city of Henderson, Kentucky, which is on the border of Indiana, rests along the banks of the Ohio River. U.S. Marshals, state troopers from Ohio and Kentucky have been involved in this massive manhunt for Gillespie, who was convicted in 2016 of murdering Frank Tracy Jr. and Hannah Fisher in Paulding County. Gillespie is originally from Defiance. Let's show you the new information we're getting from Henderson Police today. Authorities released a couple of new photographs on social media to try and get the word out a little bit more that this guy is on the run. They were trying to profile a tattoo that he has on his left bicep. I don't know how much that will help people up here in Northwest Ohio, considering they believe they have him pinpointed in one specific area in Henderson. But again, it has been some 33 hours now since he escaped from police during that chase. There is one specific area where we have seen police searching so far in Henderson, Kentucky. So here, just the lay of the land for you here. Henderson is all the way down here where my mouse is, where that little red spot is. You can see Ohio all the way up here, the correctional institution from which he escaped up here in Lima. Some 5.5 hours, 350 miles southwest of there is where you find Henderson, Indiana, just south of Henderson, Kentucky, south of Evansville, Indiana. This grassy area, rough terrain, wooded area, is where we have seen police searching today. And we can say that we have seen police searching there today because we've been tracking the Ohio State Highway Patrol chopper that's been in the air. And if you go over to Flight Radar 24, the website that tracks the location of various aircraft across the country, you can see this playback from within the last hour. State troopers from Ohio have been assisting with this search. Again, after all, it is their inmate who escaped. State troopers from Ohio have been in the air assisting authorities in Kentucky with their search that you can see has been confined to this wooded area. That if we again overlay that with the terrain there in Henderson, which is the north part of town there, no signs of civilization there, just one road and plenty of trees and some water to search. Where is Bradley Gillespie? Authorities believe he's still in Henderson, Kentucky, but that trail is beginning to grow fainter and fainter with each passing hour. Here's the timeline of how things played out over the course of the last week. Monday morning was when the last time that the two suspects were seen on camera inside the prison. It wasn't until an 11 a.m. count on Tuesday revealed that they were one short. 11:15, they realized James Lee isn't there. Then they do an emergency count again and realize an hour and a half later Gillespie is missing. That took us to Wednesday when we had that police chase in Henderson, Kentucky. So it's possible that Lee and Gillespie had as much as a 27-hour head start on authorities as they escaped from that prison in Allen County. Not the first time that we've had a high-profile escape there in Allen County either. Check out these images from 2014. You'll remember T.J. Lane, the convicted school shooter in 2012, who killed 3, hurt 3 others at Chardon High School in 2012. That's northeast of Cleveland. He and 2 others escaped from the prison. That ensued a 6-hour manhunt for Lane. One of the other guys was caught 9 minutes later. The third suspect to escape the prison was caught 3 hours after Lane. So all in all, 9 hours total to find all 3 suspects, 6 hours to find T.J. Lane, who only got 100 yards away from the prison. This got national attention. This story here today involving this guy, Bradley Gillespie, also getting national attention and has dragged on now for 3 days, 2 of which have been confined to Henderson, Kentucky. The U.S. Marshal Service put out a $20,000 reward in conjunction with the Ohio State Highway Patrol and local authorities here. One of the 2 suspects who escaped, again, has been captured. That is James Lee, the 46-year-old who has been in prison since 2021. Gillespie has been in prison since 2016 and is still on the run. We'll continue to follow this search as it continues to unfold. We know that it has a lot of interest from people up here in Northwest Ohio who either have ties to Paulding County, where you remember this brutal double murder that happened in 2016, or to people in Defiance, where authorities said at the beginning of this week, when they didn't know where he was, that Bradley Gillespie had ties to Defiance in Williams County. He's originally from Defiance. But at this hour, no idea where he is. There have not been any confirmed sightings of him there in Henderson, Kentucky. There was yesterday an indication that he was still there because they found one of his shoes. They used a bloodhound dog that tracked the scent of that shoe in 2 separate occasions to the same specific spot. Again, we're continuing to watch. Ohio State Highway Patrol troopers, this is from within the last hour, assisting with this search. They have birds in the air. They have boats on the water on the Ohio River. They're searching for him. They were hoping that nightfall would help their search. They were using infrared technology throughout the night as they were searching for the inmate who escaped from the medium security facility in Lima, but to no avail to this point. That search in the wooded area there that we were just showing you continues throughout the day. We'll be back on Action News at 4 o'clock with updates every hour at the top of the hour starting at 4 o'clock. And if we learn anything sooner, we'll be back here on Action News Now, wherever you're streaming this, to bring you up to date. For all of us here at 13 ABC, I'm Josh Croup saying thank you for watching from Toledo.